Welcome back to the Sunday programme. Let's get the very latest national and international news.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning. Tony Blair will hold talks with Iraq's interim leader later today. The Prime Minister says he's doing everything he can to secure the safe release of a British man taken hostage in Iraq. But as the deadline for his threatened execution approaches, it's not clear which militant group is holding Kenneth Bigley. Julie MacDonald reports.
Frightened and exhausted, 62-year-old Briton Kenneth Bigley kneels at the hands of his captors, thought to be Iraq's most ruthless Islamic militants.
My name is Kenneth John Bigley, Ken. My job consists of installing and furnishing camps and Tarzan base.
The engineer, along with his two American colleagues, Jack Hensley and Eugene Armstrong, has been paraded around the world on this video, sent to Middle East broadcaster Al Jazeera. The hostage takers claim to be part of the Abu Masab al-Zarqawi network, Iraq's most notorious group. Intelligence officials, though, are puzzled by the absence of their trademark black banner, similar to the one shown in this hostage video. There's further confusion over their demand that women prisoners be released from Abu Ghraib jail and from a prison in Qusar. The US military claims there are no female detainees in either place. Kidnap is not the only risk in this fragile new Iraq. Over 300 people were killed last week in one of the worst periods of unrest, as a spate of car bombs across the country wounded and maimed. Even so, a newspaper report this morning suggests British forces in Iraq will be slashed by up to a third at the end of October. Tony Blair meets Iraq's interim leader Ayad Alawi for talks today. They'll have plenty to discuss.
The government's reportedly planning to bar members of the British National Party from the civil service. The Sunday Times claims ministers are concerned about the growing influence of the BNP, which won almost 900,000 votes in the European and local elections in June. If the move goes ahead, it'll be the first time members of any political party have been banned from working for the government. A 24-year-old man has been charged with the double murder of an elderly couple from North London. The bodies of retired grandparents Derek and Jean Robinson were found stabbed at their home in Highgate on Friday. Daniel Julian Gonzalez from Woking in Surrey is expected to appear at Highbury Corner Magistrates Court tomorrow. Union leaders say they'll hold an emergency meeting with Jaguar workers this week to discuss redundancies at the company's main Coventry factory. The Transport and General Workers Union says it's working through the detail of last week's announcement. The luxury car maker, which is owned by Ford, has seen sales tumble recently. The weak dollar has damaged sales in the United States, where Jaguar has traditionally been strong. Prince Charles has called on today's generation never to forget the sacrifice made by those who died in the Second World War. The Prince is in Arnhem to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the epic battle there. Later today, he'll lay a wreath at the Arnhem-Oosterbeek War Cemetery, where 1,625 Britons lie buried. A few returning veterans, meanwhile, have taken the opportunity to relive the events of 1944 by parachuting in.
We must try to make sure our children understand those values and those loyalties for which they died and for which our remaining veterans fought so hard and gave so much of their fleeting youth.
2 ticket holders will share this weekend's lotto jackpot of £4.4 million. The winning numbers are 5, 10, 13, 14, 28 and 42, and the bonus number is 48. Wednesday's jackpot is estimated at £3 million. Showbiz and Madonna, who's on a spiritual pilgrimage to the Holy Land, has had to view the sacred Western Wall from afar to avoid being mobbed by photographers. The singer's on a 5-day trip to practice her newfound faith of Kabbalah. She recently adopted the Hebrew name of Esther and wears a Kabbalah red string on her wrist. She's said to be serious about her faith and irritated by accusations that it's nothing more than a celebrity fad. Sport now, and Europe are in a commanding position going into the last day of the Ryder Cup. And Bolton gave the rest of the Premiership hope when they took the first points off Arsenal this season. With the details, here's Laurie Madden.
Europe started in a commanding position on day 2, But the fight back by the Americans started in the morning. Tiger Woods appeared to be finding his form to win his first point. But the big surprise was the ever-reliable Colin Montgomerie losing his morning match. But if the Americans edged the morning, then Europe took firm control in the afternoon with interest, winning 3 out of the 4 matches. Sergio Garcia's winning streak continued, and he remains unbeaten as he helped Europe to finish on 11 points, and now they need only 3.5 points to retain the trophy. Arsenal looked to continue their winning ways, and it appeared they were on course when they took the lead at home to Bolton through Thierry Henry. But the North London outfit were pegged back when JID headed home. Perez stored the Gunners' lead with a bit of fancy Dan footwork, but it was still time for Bolton to draw level, maybe contender for slowest goal of the season. West Brom and Fulham will be counting the cost of this game after 3 players were sent off. Fulham's Diop was sent off first, and then in the second half West Brom's Clements was sent off for a football foul on Cole, and then Cole got sent off for using his skills normally seen in a boxing ring. Oh yes, the game ended in a draw. Mark Hughes had been only at Blackburn for 2 days, but ended up with his first 3 points when Matt Jensen came off the bench to get the winner. Not a bad way to start your club career. Great Britain cyclists led the way in the Paralympics. Aileen McGlenn, along with Ellen Hunter, took gold in the tandem 1 kilometre race in a world record time, and Danny Kenny took gold in the men's event.
Let's have a look at the weather now. Northern Ireland and Western Scotland will start rather cloudy with outbreaks of rain, but across much of England and Wales it'll be dry with sunny spells this morning. Through the afternoon it'll turn wet and very windy across Northern Ireland and much of Scotland, with gales at times. Further south, cloud will increase from the west, but many central and eastern parts will hold on to some sunny spells. Temperatures will struggle to reach 14 Celsius in the rain, peaking at 19 Celsius in the sunnier southeast. That's all for the moment. Now back to Steve.
Thank you very much indeed.